Hey, Sweet Faces, welcome to this week where we are looking at metric length. You might have noticed if you glance through some of these pages that our material is starting to get more difficult. We are about 5 to 6 weeks out from the end of our school year, which means that you are officially closer to being a fifth grader than you are to a fourth grader in your math. And we are starting to really increase our level of abstract thinking, higher level thinking, and problem solving skills. So do your best. If you feel that it's too difficult, please reach out to me and let me know. And with that, we're going to go ahead and get started. So looking at our metric length, converting centimeters to meters. There are 100 centimeters in 1 meter. Same side, I divide. 400 divided by 100 is 4. Over here, meters to kilometers. There are 1,000 meters in 1 kilometer. Same side, I divide. 9 divided by 1,000 is 9. Over here again, meters to kilometers. Divide, I get 16. Centimeters to meters. There are 100 centimeters in 1 meter. If we're using our decimal trick, I'm dividing by 100, which means I'm moving that decimal twice, 13 meters. I could also set it up this way and say 100 doesn't divide into 1 or 3, but it does go into 130 one time. And it does go into 300 3 times. Use a strategy that works best for your style of thinking. Coming down here, centimeters to meters. 100 centimeters is equal to 1 meter, which gives us 24. 1,000 meters equals 1 kilometer. It gives us 30. Any questions on these? Bring them with you to class. All right, love, continuing to convert on this page. For our first one, meters to centimeters. 1 meter equals 100 centimeters. 2 times 100 is 200. 1 kilometer equals 1,000 meters. 7 times 1,000 equals 7,000. 1 kilometer equals 1,000 meters. 6 times 1,000 equals 6,000. Meters to centimeters. 1 meter equals 100 centimeters. 3 times 100 equals 300. Down here, meters to centimeters. 1 meter is 100 centimeters. 1,500 or 1,500. Last one, 1 kilometer is 1,000 meters. 29,000 meters. If you have questions on these, please bring them with you to class. Make sure that you are using your conversion chart. If you don't have a copy, reach out. All right, loves. We are seeing mixed labels, which tells us there's going to be leftovers, okay? So 713, we have 100 centimeters in 1 meter, which means we're doing 713 divided by 100. I can take out 7 groups of 100. There would be 13 centimeters left. Meters to kilometers, I'm dividing by 1,000. I can take out 1 group of 1,000. There would be 33 meters left. Coming down here again, dividing by 1,000. I can get 8 kilometers. There's 820 meters left. Centimeters to meters, there's 100. I can get 5 meters with 4 centimeters left. There are 100 centimeters in a meter. I can get 2 meters with 85 centimeters left. Last one, 1,000 meters in 1 kilometer. 3 kilometers with 12 meters left. Questions on these? Bring them with you to class. All right, page 4 is where it officially gets sticky. We have to find the area using our formula, length times width, and then we need to convert. So 2-step questions. So if I first find my area, 9 times 3 is 27 meters, but I want it in centimeters. There are 100 centimeters in every meter. 2,700 centimeters. Over here, I have a square, which means side times side. 4 times 4 is 16 kilometers. There are 1,000 meters in a kilometer. Multiply by 1,000. I get 16,000. Another square. Multiply it together. 2 times 2 is 4. This is a big one. 4 million, okay? 2 times 2 is 4 with 6 zeros. I'm going to divide that by 1,000, and I want to see how many I get. So again, 2,000 times 2,000 gives me 4 million. Dividing that by 1,000 gives me 4,000. Remember to move your decimal. I can start with my decimal, move it over 3 times, 1, 2, 3. That leaves me with my 4,000. 500 times 100 for our area. 5 times 1 is 5. All of the zeros come. That gives me 50,000. And I want to turn that into meters. To turn that into meters, I am going to divide by 1,000. So, I'm sorry, not 1,000. There are 100 centimeters in a meter. So I'm going to divide by 100. So 50,000 divided by 100 leaves me 500 meters squared. Coming down here, 6 times 12 gives me 72 meters. Meters to centimeters. 1 meter is 100 centimeters. 7,200 centimeters. Last one, 17 times 17 gives me 289, but I want it as meters. I have to times it by 1,000. There's 1,000 meters in a kilometer. 289,000 meters. Questions? Bring them with you to class. All right, loves, the last one. It's super, super sticky. I want you to convert these, but notice meters and meters, kilometers, centimeters. Some of these are 2-step, some of these are 3-step. So 15,000 minus 9,000 leaves me with 6,000 meters. There are 1,000 meters in a kilometer, so this is 6 kilometers. If I wanted to convert it into centimeters, though, instead of dividing by 1,000, I would times by 100, which would give me 2 extra zeros, or 600,000. Over here, 12 plus 3 is 15 kilometers. In meters, I multiply that by 1,000, 15,000. 9 plus 2 is 11,000 meters. To turn it into kilometers, I have to divide by 1,000, which is 11. To turn it into centimeters, I have to times by 100, which means I'm adding my 2 zeros. 1,100,000. 78 minus 45 gives me 33 kilometers. To make it meters, times it by 1,000. 2 more down here. I'm subtracting 8,280 meters minus 3,420 meters. When I subtract these, I'm left with 4,860 meters. How many kilometers and meters would that be? I divide it by 1,000. I would have 4 kilometers with 860 meters. Over here, we're adding for our last one, 827 plus 412. That gives us a total of 1,239 centimeters. Dividing that by 100, I would have 12 meters and 39 centimeters. All right, I know those last 2 pages were a big stretch. If you have questions, bring them with you to class.